Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. How are we doing today? Everyone's doing good. Having a good time, a good day. Good start to the weekend. Day 9? Yeah, day 9 of Safari Week. We just have today and tomorrow left. To find our shinies. And then it's back to regularly scheduled programming. So let's go ahead and hop in the zone. See what we can find. There. I had to move my keyboard, which is really annoying because it didn't want to work with my little like USB dongle thing that I have for whatever reason. But we got a cool new target that we could potentially get today. We got Yanma. And then nothing super crazy in the other game. So we'll just continue in our regular little zone. I actually have decided I hate my keyboard there. I'm gonna see if I can get it to work here. I think this thing's dead. Also, the bottom's starting to like come apart, so if anyone has good recommendations for USB hubs, let me know. Because I am now officially in need. Go over the microphone, get a little bit of extra room. Also, the cord on this keyboard is really short. So we'll have to make do with it. There we go. We're getting close to odds, so we'll have to see what happens there. Funny enough, if we do catch the shiny Yanma, it'll be still all green shinies. Because its face is green. I think that's funny. So. Got some Baja Blast. I had some Taco Bell for lunch. Baja Blast is certainly delicious. I guess its face doesn't actually change in its shiny form. So I guess it would be considered a blue shiny, not a green shiny. It is one. Oh, yo. I stand corrected. I guess we did have another daily Pokemon that just didn't show up in my binoculars, so give me one moment to update the overlay. Egg. It would be really cool to find a shiny Execute, I think. Just because, we found the shiny Alolan Executor, in Scarlet Violet during our DLC playthrough. Yanma's such a sick shiny. The more I look at it, the more I'm starting to like it. Starting to be like, yo, real cool if we found that. Go. Oh. I think I do have to change before I forget. There we go. Got the good old question of the day updated. Hit it one too many times. There we go. We fixed it. We fixed it. Boom. I think this is the dive theme. Hello, Starly. Fun fact, in all of the time that I've shiny hunted, I've never found like a Starly or a Bidoof or like any of those like early route Pokemon. Come on, give me an encounter. There we go. Yo, back-to-back Yanmas? We take it. We take it. We haven't seen Execute. We've just seen the one Execute so far. Hoping to grab some more. Oh, I ate too much for lunch. I think I overdid it. I definitely think I overdid it a little bit. I have that problem with Taco Bell. My eyes are always bigger than my stomach at Taco Bell. You know? My counting finger is... You would think that it would be kind of used to it by now. But still flub it up a little bit. With the... I either do too many on the counter or I'll do not enough. Just how it goes sometimes, though. Do have a question of the day updated for you guys. Hey, there's another Execute. Not a gold one, but that's what we're looking for on that game. It's that gold Execute. And we could get... We'd have both Executors then. If we got that one, we could evolve it. Have both versions. Which I think would be pretty cool. We had our Alolan Executor in our Violet DLC playthrough. Someone suggested we nickname it Toes. So if we did find an Alolan or a regular Execute, it would only be natural to name it Fingers to go with Toes. We're gonna hit 3,900 encounters here real quick. There we go. 3,900. My plan was to go to full odds last night, but it got way late. Y'all were sticking with me last night. We went until like 10:45, I think. So We had fun last night, though, even though we didn't find a shiny. I like getting to hang out with you folks. Wait. Excited for tonight. I'm gonna play some my weekly Magic with the boys. Flip Flop guy comes over, plays Magic every week. I think that is V fun. Excuse me. Did I throw a ball? Dang it, I threw a ball. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna have to go through and release all of the random, like, the barrel and stuff that I've caught. There we go. Man, I'm so focused on Yanma's face now that every time one pops in, I'm like, that's a shiny! Because I don't see the rest of its body yet. But it's blue, not red. Hopefully, though. Hopefully we do get to see a shiny today. It's been a couple days, so... The Execute. The Execute are a little more shy, I think. They seem not to be showing up as often. I wonder if they have a different spawn rate. Because all of the binocular Pokemon are supposed to be 10%, but maybe they gave Execute a lower one. I'm not sure. I think next year, if we come back to the BDSP Great Marsh, I want to do more research to kind of figure out all of the mechanics and be a little bit more knowledgeable about how everything works. Because, like, does it replace a spawn? Does it, like, is it per Pokemon that it replaces, or does it always replace something? You know? It's, I was just so excited to get in the zone. I was like, we're gonna do it. And I forgot until, like, the day before that, the, like, binocular daily Pokemon even existed. Oh, excuse me. I got up way earlier than I was anticipating today. I'm curious. What shiny Yanmega look like? Is this... Yo, that thing is so sick. I really hope we get this Yanma. That is a killer shiny. I always thought Yanmega was cool. I think Ash had one in the anime. And I was an avid Pokemon anime watcher during like the 3rd gen and 4th gen series. So, oh, excuse me. Sometimes you just gotta jam out, you know? Sometimes you just gotta jam out. Excuse me. We're just vibing, you know? Having a good old-fashioned time. Oh. Safari Zone time's up. Yes, please. Gotta get back to zone number 1 for the Yanmas. Which is now nice because we can't just spam A through all this stuff because it'll spit us out where we need to be. Hello, Eden. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Having a good weekend so far. We're getting close to odds. Be lurking, but I hope you get something. Thank you, Eden. I appreciate it. This Safari game's over now. Luckily, this is a fast one. We don't have to go anywhere. Joey just got home. It's funny because I can always hear her upstairs. Henry was up there and she's like, "Why are you up here by yourself?" My hair's gotta be crazy today. I forgot to put a hat on. All right. Let's see what we got here. Also, we're on odds again. Gonna have to fix that. I don't know why I don't like the odds, but... Go. Cool. Alright, what's this game gonna give me? There we go. There we go. We got double barrel. Yo, Psyduck? Psyduck joining the party. Oh, excuse me. I was up streaming too late last night. That's how it goes when you're looking for the shinies. We were going for Hoot Hoot last night. Didn't end up finding one, unfortunately, but does give us a target for next year. Unless we find one like at the tail end of stream tomorrow. If I stream in the evening. I haven't decided if I want to stream in the evening or in the morning / afternoon again. Yanma. Yanma's such a cool Pokemon. Every time I see it, I'm like, man, the thing is so sick looking. Excuse me. Maybe Taco Bell right before stream wasn't a good idea. It was just the fastest thing on Grubhub. You know how it be. Hello, Badoo. Hello, Yanma. Goodbye, folks. You are not shiny, so I will continue my search. 3980. Do. I love Baja Blast. It's so tasty. I don't think we've heard this song yet. Maybe we have and I just don't remember. This one goes pretty hard. Alright. Psyduck and... oh no, I threw a ball. Gosh dang it. That's okay. We can wait. Are we gonna catch the Psyduck? Ooh. Execute. Hello again. Anything crazy happened since Meryl? Not yet. We're almost to odds since Meryl. So. Also, welcome in, Archon. Hope you've been doing good. I know you're like, I think you said you're from UK, right? So the time zones don't exactly line up for my normal stream times. But alright. I appreciate you stopping by though. Yeah, that's right. It's usually like midnight when you're streaming. Yeah, I generally start 6 p.m. my time, so I know I have a few people from Europe, different spots in Europe, who try to catch my streams, but it's always like 1 or 2 in the morning. So, hey, we're at 4,000. 96 more till we're at odds. So. The enormous ocean creates quite a time difference. You right. You right. It's like 5 hours, I think. Maybe more. Because I think I'm in Central Time, so I think Central to GMT is 5 hours. $16.50. Oh. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 6 hours. 6 hours. It's almost 11 a.m. here. So. I think how time zones work is really funny. Because you'd think that it would just be like lines straight down, like north to south, kind of like longitude lines. It's not. Time zones are maybe the fakest thing I've ever seen in my life. Because the way the lines work, there are certain places where you could go like directly from north to south and you're in a different time zone. Like a jagged line in some places, yeah. And then with like daylight savings time and like who participates in it and who doesn't, Because I think that Arizona, like the state of Arizona, I don't think they participate in daylight savings time. I think they just change what time zone they're in, depending on what season it is. You can try to officially use the same time all over the country, even though it's super wide. Yeah. So half the year, if you fly, because I've done, it was in the wintertime when I did it, and it happened. So in the wintertime, if you fly from Phoenix, Arizona to Los Angeles, California, it's only like a 45-minute flight, but there's a time change because during the winter, Arizona's on mountain time instead of Pacific time. And so you land earlier than you took off, which is super trippy. Genuine time travel. It is. We took a flight. I think we took off at like 11 and we landed at 10:45. But it does make it nice if you're traveling west. Like if you're in the United States, traveling west is really nice. Like from where I live to Seattle, it's a 4-hour flight. But really, if like what daylight is concerned about and like business hours and stuff, your flight was only 2 hours. So like we left at like 11 and we landed at like 1 in the afternoon. So we still had like a whole day we could do stuff. We were super tired and the air quality was garbage, so we didn't do anything. But we could have if we wanted to. The flight back is brutal though, because it's a 4-hour flight back, but you gain 2 hours again. So it's like a 6-hour flight. Time zones are weird, man. But I love talking about weird, useless things like that. I guess time zones aren't useless, but, you know. I don't think time zones are necessarily important on, like, a day-to-day, unless you have relatives that live in different time zones. Most travel people do here is by train. Country isn't that big, so planes aren't needed. Unless it's international. Yeah, the culture in my section of the United States is, if it's basically less than a like 8 to 12 hour drive, most people just drive. But the country is so big that, like, I live in the Midwest, central part of the country. One of my favorite places to go vacation is Universal Studios in Orlando. If I were to try and, like, drive it or take a train ride is, like, I want to say it's like 36 or 48 hours. And to drive it is like a whole day. I think it's like 22 or 24 hours to drive it. That's pretty wild. Yeah. That's why I know there's a lot of like I don't know why there's been like people have decided that there's going to be like a culture war between like American and like British people. But I or like I guess not exclusively British people, but like Europeans. Where they're like, "Oh, I want to go to Disney World and then I want to take a day trip to New York and then I want to see Texas." Like Disney World to New York City is like a 14-hour drive. Be cool if they invest in like high-speed rail or something. Would be nice. I've been on that train, get it, pun intended, for a minute. But yeah, that'd be like driving from England to Germany or something. Yeah. It's a lot easier with the size of most states to think of them as like a European-sized country. Because like to drive across my state in like most of the neighboring states, because they're similar size, the like to like drive across them's like 4 hours. And if you're driving across like 6 states or whatever, adds up. Which my sister has moved a lot for work, and the amount of like miles she's put in for just like to like go work in different cities and stuff blows my mind away. We live in the central US. Well, I do. She doesn't anymore. But she drove to California and back, which was like, I think it's like 24 hours one way. Or like 20 hours or something. She moved to Atlanta and back. And then she moved, which was, I think, like 16 hours. Similar situation in Australia. Everything is on the coast, so the center's like endless empty road. Yeah. Ours is all just cornfields and cow pastures. There's some interesting stuff along the way. I'm like, you know, stuff to do. Like, I don't think any state is truly a flyover state, you know? Like, there's zero reason to go there. Like, I couldn't tell you what there is to do in Delaware, but I bet there's something. But also the Midwest, like, that's generally what people call, like, the flyover states. And, there's a bunch of stuff to do. Bet you can find some historical sites there. Yeah. Like, especially if you are interested in any sort of, like, Old West pioneer type stuff. I mean, I'm not particularly, because I I understand that it was an extremely problematic portion of our country's history. Um, Westward expansion was not good. But if you're into like that stuff, there's tons of stuff. Shoot, I know Western Nebraska has a replica of Carhenge made out of like 1950s Cadillacs, and they call it Carhenge. And I think that that is the funniest thing in the world. Almost at odds. We are getting close to odds. Probably be interested in checking it out. Like to see Scary Ghost Town. Yeah. I know Nevada has a bunch of really cool, like, abandoned mining towns people have, like, renovated into, like, historical sites or whatever. But that is if you want to go trounce around in the desert. Seen pics and videos of abandoned mining stuff in Nevada just rotting in the desert. Yeah. I'd like to go to Vegas one of these days. I've never been. Um, but not for like the casinos and stuff. And like not even really for like the like big Vegas shows, like your David Copperfields or your Circus Soleils or whatever. Um, I just want to go do weird stuff in the desert. Like you can rent a dune buggy and just drive in like open desert as far as you want. And I find that to be I think that'd be a good time. Epic, what is up? Oh, you know, just hunting for some shinies. We're almost to odds. Want to check out how accurate Fallout New Vegas was? It's fairly accurate. I saw a video the other day about how the like someone went around and visited all of like the real places that are towns in New Vegas. And like the biggest discrepancy is if you wanted to walk from Prim, I think it is, the one with the roller coaster, to walk from that to the New Vegas Strip is like it's like a 10-hour walk or something. It was pretty bad. How about you? I'm sorry to hear that, man. Today, like, just started for me. It's been okay. Henry is sick, I think. And he had an accident, in his sleep, in our bed, which was brutal. So I woke up having to clean that up, and give him another bath, even though I gave him a bath yesterday. Also, there's Drapion in this section. I did not know that. Oh, it's because I went to the wrong spot. I went to the wrong spot. Did I flip? Oh no, I just went to Area 1. Both places. So we're gonna... Because I don't want to hunt Drapion. I want to hunt Execute. I think Execute's cool. And I'd much rather find Skorupi if I'm doing... that line, you know? Execute's a good one. I like it. We caught a Alolan Executor in my Pokemon Violet DLC playthrough. So finding a shiny execute, and then evolving it into regular, so I have like the whole set. I think that'd be cool. Trainer and Ultra Sun Ultra Moon who uses a shiny execute battle. I remember seeing that. Watching some Super Sentai. It's hard because it's kind of cringe, but sometimes it's okay. Yeah. I love that stuff. Also, we're at odds, so gives you 5 gold nuggets when you beat him, I believe. I do think I remember seeing that. What time is it? Alright. Henry hadn't eaten yet, and he didn't want to move earlier, so I'm gonna go a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna go check on him. See if he's eaten his breakfast, see if he needs to go out or anything. That type of stuff. We are officially standing in the odds, though. So we're at 4,100. No, I was one of like the 14 people who liked the Power Rangers reboot movie. And I was really sad when the sequel got canceled. It's a good movie, and you know it. You know it, Epic. I don't even like Power Rangers that much. Power Rangers reboot movie was like average. Averagely good. First half was good. You didn't like the Zord? The Megazord that they did? I thought that was cool. Second was like so bad. I don't know. I liked it. I saw it in theaters with Shelby. CGI really ruined it. I guess that's valid. They made it look so weird. I get that. Alright. This is going to be our last encounter. I'm going to take a quick break so I can go check on Henry. Alright. Nothing. Alright, folks. I'll be right back. Hello, friends. I'm back. Oh my gosh, my hair's all crazy. Excuse me. Hello, underrated edits. Welcome to stream. I remember seeing you in Peter's stream the other night. I just had to carry Henry down the stairs. Need to go for 5 minutes? No problem, Epic. We'll be here. We'll be here. Oh, that kind of hurt my back. He's a heavy little guy, I tell you what. Do I have any hunts planned after Safari Week? We still have to finish, we have a radar hunt that we're doing in Shining Pearl for, Geodude. So, I still have to finish that. I like to, when I can, I do shiny hunting streams on Sundays, generally. Like, Sunday afternoons. It's not like a guaranteed every week kind of thing, just because stuff comes up on the weekends generally. But we got Geodude we gotta finish. There's lots of hunts I would like to do. It's just a matter of getting the equipment for them. Like to be able to capture the footage, because a lot of what I want to do is like Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS era stuff. Bad at the radar hunts, always mess it up. I have it down for the most part. Our biggest, like, Achilles heel is the chains just, like, randomly ending. Because it's like a 15% chance that they end if you just, like, knock out the Pokemon. But if you catch the Pokemon, it's like a 7% chance after every battle that the chain just ends. So a lot of it's luck. Stop paying attention, it's so easy to slip up. Yeah, I agree. Luckily, it's a little nicer in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Just because the grass continues to shake. It doesn't like shake a couple of times and then stop, and you have to remember where it is. So that part's nice. But I would like to do some hunts in Legends Arceus. I've seen people do those, and they look like a lot of fun. Gen 4 gives you one chance. Yeah. I feel like after we caught our Meryl, the talks of a shiny race with that flip-flop guy is gonna start to heat up. As I caught a shiny Meryl in Scarlet Violet. Yeah. And then he started hunting it. He did a couple streams and he didn't find his. And then I caught a second one during Safari Week, so I feel like he's gonna catch his and be like, alright, we gotta race now. And we'll decide what we want to hunt. Hopefully it's something in Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus is pretty relaxed and game to hunt in. Pretty much just fly around, see what comes up. Exactly. That's my thought. Exactly. And it even gives you like the audio cue, so you have something to like listen for. That was the one thing that I disliked the most about shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet. Was they did the overworld shinies, but they didn't do the like sparkle sound, you know? That and shinies being able to spawn in cave walls kind of suck too. Never tried, but there's some sort of underground Diglett hunt in BDSP. Yeah, if you play, there's like these Doug Trio that run around. And if you collect so many like Doug Trio, the like hidden underground caverns will have like a limited time where they spawn like higher rate shiny Pokemon. I don't know all of the mechanics for it. I think it's like you find 30 Diglett or Doug Trio, and then you get like a half hour of increased shiny odds or something in the underground. I think that is a multiplayer thing too. Yeah, so everyone you're like in the underground with, like their Doug Trio collection numbers are combined. I also wish they would have kept the Spiritomb NPC talk, or like the underground talking mechanic, the same as in the original games. It's like the one thing that they changed about this game in the original, and it was for the worse. So, be nice to see that changed in the future, but I think that we're just stuck with that. I really want to hunt Spiritomb, but I think that's a hunt I would want to do in 4th gen games, just because it has such a cool shiny, and the sprites in Gen 4 are just so good. It's a nice shiny. It is. I know you can do it in like Legends Arceus and Sword and Shield. Those are options. Hi, bud. Henry came to lay under me. This is my first overodds hunt in a minute. Coburn Animates. Welcome to stream. Hope you're having a good day. We're having a good start to your weekend. Thanks for stopping by. We're doing some Safari Week shiny hunting. This is day number 9. We've only gotten 2 shinies so far. Just woke up. There you go. Not been counted, but I'm super over odds on a Charmander hunt. It's Safari Week. It is. It started the 21st. There's only a couple more days left. It runs through the 20... Is today the last day? Hold up one sec. No, tomorrow's the last day. I don't know why I thought the 29th was the last day. It's the 30th. They ran the 21st through the 30th this year. We're doing some Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. What's my favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon's Gengar. I got a little thing back there on my wall for him. I think that's super neat. You're an Inkay fan? I really like Inkay. Pokemon Y in the original like slab 2DS, the flat one, were the first like game and console I ever pre-ordered because I had a summer job that year that it came out, and I had saved money so that I could get it. And learning how to evolve Inkay was one of the most like fun and creative. Like, I thought it was one of the most creative and like interesting evolution methods that they'd ever come up with. But Inkay is really cool. Turn that thing upside down. Took you a year. But yeah, it's so cool. I'm wondering what they're gonna do if they ever put it like, say that the next version of the Switch is like a non-portable home-only console. How are they going to make it so that you evolve it? Or if they like don't add a gyroscope or something to it to like tell you, like to tell the game when it's upside down. Are they gonna like change its evolution method or something? I don't know. Depends on if they put a gyro in the controller, I guess. I hope not. That's true. I feel like it will, just like on principle, because I think every control, like modern controller, has a gyroscope in it. Maybe not the Xbox One. I'm not sure. Malva's an awesome character in X and Y. I agree. X and Y are some of my favorite Pokemon games. You're animating her right now? Very cool. I have lots of love for Gen 6. I'm super excited for this Legends game. Our first shiny we caught this week was a Carvanha. And I was like, I could evolve it into a Sharpedo, and Sharpedo's got a cool shiny because it's purple. Purple is like one of my favorite colors. And then I was thinking, yo, we're getting new Kalos-based Legends games. Hopefully they put Mega Evolution in those games, and I could Mega Evolve it into a shiny Mega Sharpedo. I think that'd be so cool. You hope? I do too. I'm very interested to see what they do with those games. They haven't announced a whole lot, so there's lots of speculation. and that's one of the most fun, like, session, like, I don't know, sections, portions. I don't know exactly what the right word is there. Of like the Pokemon release cycle, is they've shown us like 20 seconds of like concept footage, and then they're like, all right, time to speculate. I really hope the time travel thing that people have been speculating is true. Where you start like at the formation of Lumoy City, and then you like go all the way into the future. I think it'll be about the future, not the past. I could see that as well. Also, we hit 4,200 encounters. I would definitely be cool with that. I'm just excited we're going back to Kalos. After it wound up not being Kalos for the Scarlet and Violet DLC, which I was kind of bummed about, I'm excited we get to go back, because Kalos is one of my favorite regions. It's probably my second favorite region behind Hoenn. But I love the starters in that game. I love the 3DS as a whole. It had the best like online like communication interface in maybe any Nintendo game ever. They were really nice games. I enjoy them a lot. I think Johto is mine. It's just so nostalgic and comfy for me. I get that too. I wish that the Johto games weren't so expensive. Like, Gold and Silver are okay. You can get loose copies for like 40 or 50 bucks generally. But like Crystal being over $100 for a loose copy, and like complete copies of Heart Gold and Soul Silver being like $150 to $200 is insane. Luckily, I have one of each. So I don't have Crystal though. I have Crystal on the 3DS Virtual Console, but I don't have a physical copy, which makes me sad. I think the best way to play Crystal now is a hacked 3DS. Yeah. I bought it like the day it launched on the eShop for the 3DS, but I do now have a modded console. So I could like dump the ROM and play it in an emulator or something. Or if you finagle enough, you can take I know that there's a specific process you have to do. Bought it too. Sadly, the eShop is dead now forever. It's true. I bought a ROM dumper for Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games. I've shown this off several times throughout the week. I don't know why you keep coming back to it. But you can take your like Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal. I think you can do Red, Blue, Green, and Yellow as well. You can take your save file from that, convert it into a Virtual Console version save file, and then upload it to a modded Switch, if you have, or not a Switch, modded 3DS if you have one. And then you can use the Virtual Console version to upload those Pokemon to Pokemon Bank. If you have like physical copy Pokemon you want to keep. Your thing died? What thing? Your 3DS? Your Your old games? Oh, your phone? Oof. Sorry to hear that. You weren't on the stream? I see. That's okay. Well, at least you're back now. But, no. Honestly, that ROM dumper has helped me so much. It has also burned me pretty hard. I don't know why, but I tried to dump my ROM and save file for my Pokemon Ruby that had the Coliseum bonus disc Jirachi on it. Because I wanted to try and figure out how to, like, I wanted the save file just in case, like, my bonus disc breaks or anything, stops working. Welcome back, Epic. Because those Coliseum bonus discs are expensive now. I think mine's like $180. What shiny am I going for? Currently, our main target is Psyduck, but Execute and Yanma are the daily Pokemon in our Safari Zone today. And I don't have either of those, so I think it would be cool to get one of those as well. Oh, those have meaning? Yeah. You're all good, though. No worries. No worries. Honestly, at this point, we've been going. This is our third day in a row without finding a shiny, so I'll take about anything at this point, you know? A repeat, a random barrel or Starly would kind of suck. Yeah, Bidoof would be cool because Bidoof's a 1% spawn in the Safari Zone. So, like, I'd take that. I don't have one yet, so it's not like it'd be an extra. Actually, that's a lie. I don't have one in this game. There was the Bidoof event, like, 2 or 3 years ago in Pokemon Go, and I caught, like, 7 shiny Bidoof. Wooper. Staraptor looks pretty nice, though. Starly isn't so bad. Staraptor is such a cool Pokemon, in my opinion. I remember I evolved my Staravia, because I was a big anime fan growing up, like when Diamond and Pearl came out. Not sure if we're still going to talk about Power Rangers, but I loved Cosmic Fury. The end of the OG Power Rangers. I'm not going to lie, Epic. The only Power Rangers I've seen is the reboot movie. I probably should watch one of the others. Still anime fan, a huge one. I love anime. It's great. Power Rangers is good. Love Hunter x Hunter and Promised Neverland. Most of it's on YouTube. I did not know that. I might have to check it out. But yeah, I was a big anime, like Pokemon anime watcher, and I think when I got the game, Ash only had the Staravia at that point. He hadn't evolved it into Staraptor. So when I evolved mine into a Staraptor, I thought it was like the coolest bird design of all time. Here have some Power Ranger shows. You enjoy them? Sweet. My favorite animes are... We talked about this, I think, last week. But Talonflame's super cool. Yeah, I got Fletchling early in. I ran like 4 fire types on my first team. But I got Fletchling before we knew what Talonflame was going to be, and just because I knew it was going to be something awesome. Good story. Dino Thunder, RPM, Jungle Fury, in space, and Dino Charge. But I really liked Konosuba. That's a great anime. Death Parade. If you want something that will like change your life and is also only like 8 hours long because it's only 1 season, Death Parade is the one. That show is so good. I like a lot of the early Gundam. I'm not super caught up in Gundam. But I've watched the OG, and I've watched Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, and Gundam Origin, and Mobile Suit Gundam 8th MS Team. That's my favorite one. It's probably my favorite anime, just in general. Super good. If you ever want to get into Power Rangers, I suggest Dino Thunder or RPM. I will definitely have to check it out. I think Flops is coming over next week, and we're going to watch the new Godzilla movie. Really excited for that. I got it on VHS, but we'll probably not watch the VHS version. We'll probably watch it on Netflix. Dino Thunder is your fave? Some fun action and comedy. I would recommend Ninja Storm. What about Mighty Morphin? Is it Godzilla vs. Kong? No, it's Godzilla -1. It would be funny if someone asked you what your favorite ice type was. Shoot. What is my favorite ice type? Because Snom is the only choice. I do like Snom. Mighty Morphin is good, but it's 3 seasons. You know what? Official favorite ice type submission is Spheal. I think Spheal's my favorite. What mythical do I like? I think Jirachi is my favorite mythical. I like Jirachi a lot. Or Deoxys. It's a toss-up. Marshadow for you. Because, see, Destiny Deoxys is my favorite Pokemon movie. But not because of Deoxys, because I like Rayquaza a lot. Rayquaza is my second favorite Pokemon. But I really like Jirachi. But I don't like the Jirachi movie, like, at all. I think it's kind of boring. I like Arctozolt. That's how you spell it. The Shivering Dinosaur. That one's cool. I liked a lot of the Gen 8, like, combo fossil things that you could do. You like the Hoopa movie? I think the last movie I saw before I stopped kind of paying attention was the Genesect movie with Mega Mewtwo. And I thought that one was super boring. I might go back and watch it again because nowadays, just like two superpower things, like beating each other up and destroying the city, is like super my jam. But back in the day, when I actually like cared about Pokemon like as a story, I was like, this is just two things beating each other up for an hour and a half. I don't even remember what happened in the Jirachi movie. It's been so long. Janet Fosses were pretty funny. The Jirachi movie, Max befriends Jirachi, and it starts granting his wishes, but instead of like creating whatever he wished for, Jirachi just like teleported it from something else. And so I can't remember what happens after that. I think they have to like start giving all the stuff back, and then someone tries to steal Jirachi, and then because they want like the wish making ability, and they have to like fight it. Some generic evil guy, you know? I don't know. My Coliseum bonus disc has the trailer for it on it, though. As well as the distribution for the Jirachi event. I don't know what happens after Jirachi wish that stuff. I don't either. I think some generic bad guy tries to steal him and they have to like fight him off. I think there might be some like big crazy like Groudon fight in that movie. But I also might be thinking of like a random episode of the anime. Speaking of Jirachi, it's on the TV in the background. Or it was. Now it's the Legendary Beasts. Anyways, I played Ocarina of Time, and to be honest, it's not really for me. I've tried to play Ocarina of Time several times, and I've never been able to get into it. I've completed the Deku Tree like 18 times, and as soon as I get to the open world where it like goes to nighttime and you have to fight all the skeletons, I'm like, nah man, I'm out. But I'm also not a big N64 guy. Not too many games on there that I'm like, I love that game. That's basically where I got, yeah. Only played the 5-minute version you unlock in Smash Bros. Brawl. It's not for me. I think I might play some Roblox Doors on Thursday. Interesting. I'm not a big Roblox guy, personally. Flops keeps trying to get me to play Roblox with him, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to play Roblox. Roblox is great. You should say yes to Flops. Maybe. I do think I am going to have to re-download Fortnite on my PC, because they have like a Guitar Hero mode now, and I need to see what that's about. And I have like a wired Xbox Guitar Hero guitar, so it should be compatible. I don't know if you have to buy the Rift Master. If you do, I still have Clone Hero, so that's fine. Roblox Doors, though, is a really cool game. I know the NHL just launched like a Roblox hockey game. Can you guess what you have to do? Do you have to go through doors? Like pick the right door? That's my guess. There's like 3 doors, and you have to run through and like pick the right door, and it's like a race or something. You got it. You go through doors. Dang. Call me a master detective. Try not to die to demons. Okay. Interesting. I try to trick you. Get you ended. I see. I downloaded... What is it called? Is it like Playgrounds or something? Playgrounds VR. It's for the PlayStation VR. And essentially it's like VR Roblox. And there was a Star Wars game in there. I was like, oh cool, Star Wars, I'll hop into this. And then I got bossed around by like a 10-year-old for 20 minutes. And then I had to wait in a training line. And then the trainer was also like a 10-year-old. And I said, maybe this isn't for me. By the way, it's crazy that someone put so much work to make a 3D level in a 2D game. Yeah. He made a whole programming language? Dang. Spent several years on it. I've been playing a lot of RuneScape recently and like watching videos and stuff on it. I did not realize that RuneScape was written in its own like programming language. You good, buddy? Buddy would be a good one, Rose Raid School. I would agree. I'm curious of what Super Sentai actors think of their Power Rangers counterparts. You right. It would be interesting to see like interviews and stuff about that. I'm gonna do one more set of encounters and I'm gonna take another quick break. Alright, I'm gonna take another quick break. By the way, Power Rangers is 30 seasons long. Gosh dang. I'm gonna take... Did I get him? There's a bug. Takes a while to watch. Alright, I'm gonna take another quick break and use the bathroom. I will be right back. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to be muted there. I am back. I did not come back empty-handed, though. I found more cool stuff in my basement. So I pre-ordered both Pokemon Sun and Moon when they came out. And I pre-ordered the guidebook because I love, like, guidebooks, strategy guides, that type of stuff. So I have, like, the hardcover deluxe edition one. And it came with this, which is the Sun and Moon concept art folder. And it's full of a bunch of different stuff, like different concept art for like towns and characters. If you ever wanted to like cosplay some of these characters, here's like the Battle Royale dome and the Masked Royale, which would be a sweet cosplay if anyone ever did it. We got the Aether Foundation, or Aether Paradise, and Lusamine. I'm gonna have to show these off again when Monkey comes to stream, because they are huge Gen 7 fans. I think I might start streaming games and edit them as Let's Plays. That's a good idea. Path to the Plank Bridge. That's really cool. And then some of Lily's expressions. Very nice. Molly City. And Nanu. Start with FNAF. That's a good idea. Nanu's super cool. I liked him a lot. Coney City? I think that's what this one is. I haven't played Sun and Moon in a long time. Olivia. And then Iki Town. And some concept art for Hal. Or Hala. Not Hal. And then just like a little region map. I have a bigger region map for it too. And then the like a type chart. So I thought these were neat, especially like the Royale Dome. That one was super cool. Combine 4 FNAF streams into one long vid. That's not a bad idea. Played through Ultra Moon like a few months ago. Wanted to get all the ribbons on some Pokemon before Bank shut down. That makes sense. That's a good idea. Can't get these back in the folder now. Go. Put that one in. Said you'd want to watch that, so I figured it was a good idea. I would be interested in that. Yeah, there's the Alola concept art. The some images may contain game spoilers. Once Bank closes, there will be no official way to transfer to Switch era. I know, it's sad. I need to get the OG Dream Radar Therian form, like Tornadus Landorus, that type of stuff, before those are cut off forever. The Dream Radar was such an interesting concept for back in the day. I have this big project video I want to work on, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get it done in time, unfortunately, for, like, Bank to shut down. Unless they're really dedicated, or fan servers pop up. I would not be surprised if as soon as Bank dies, there's like a fan bank for like modded 3DSs to connect to Switches. Did that around last Christmas. But I want to do a full like region compatibility video in for like the entire Pokemon franchise, because what's region locked and what's not region locked is super weird and not consistent at all. We're talk about that in the works. It is like I want to do it, but I have to basically own an entire full set of every game in English and Japanese, and like French or Spanish or German. I think they made German games too. Because I need like a European set, I need a Japanese set, and a North American set. Which led me to another question that I don't know the answer to, is if the French games in like French Canada, like Manitoba, or not Manitoba, Montreal, Quebec area, are the same games as French games. Because the thing that spawned me to want to do it is a couple of things. I discovered that the English Coliseum bonus disc that you can get Jirachi in cannot send Jirachis to Japanese games, because I have a full set of the Japanese 3rd gen games. Wonder if the Mexico games are the same as Spain too. Yeah, that's my thought, is I don't know. Because I know that there's region locking and there's also language locking in the Pokemon franchise. So like it doesn't matter if a game is like a British English and an American English games are compatible in some cases, but like an English game and a Mexican Spanish game are not compatible. But another thing is you can't send Japanese games Pokemon to an English Poketransfer, because I have a Japanese copy of Black 2. And I wanted to transfer some Pokemon up to Bank for my living decks, and I was not able to. I had to trade them to an English copy of Pokemon White, because Japanese Black 2 and English White can trade amongst them. Gotta go. Sounds good, Epic. Thanks for hanging with me. Appreciate it. So to get the stuff I needed, I needed to transfer them to like the correct language games. Same with you can't transfer from Japanese game Gen 4 games to English Gen 5 games. Found that out the hard way as well. So I have a Japanese copy of Pearl that I wanted to move stuff up on. It's super annoying, and I would like to get to the bottom of it. I also need to find a Japanese and an English Wii that have My Pokemon Ranch on it, which, like, Because if I want to do this video, I want to do it right. I want to do like literally everything you could possibly think of. Pokewalkers. That I only need one Pokewalker for, because I know that they're not region locked. You can get a Japanese Pokewalker and get an English Pokemon on it. It'll also, I think it also syncs to your game language. Missed out on a ranch. Looks interesting and weird. I had a friend who had my Pokemon ranch, and I thought it was really cool. It was also the only way to get a legitimate Mew for a very long time. Because if you transferred, I think it was 100 Pokemon, maybe 500 Pokemon, I don't know. Like, you could get reward Pokemon along the way, and the last one was Mew. So until I think it's filled with bizarre Easter eggs too. Yeah. It's such a cool game. It's sad that it's lost to time. You can, if you have a modded Wii, you can get it back. There are, like, ROMs of it out there. So, luckily it's been preserved in one form or another. But there's not much, like, utility for it anymore. So people are less likely to, like, continue to preserve it. But I thought that, like, the Game Boy and the DS era of connectivity between the Pokemon games was really interesting, because there was a ton of stuff you could do with the Game Boy and the GameCube. I guess N64 too could be put in that, because you could do the original Game Boy games in Stadium, and then the Game Boy Color games in Stadium 2. And then, like, Ruby Sapphire could do Coliseum. I think Emerald and maybe Fire Red Leaf Green could do XD Gale of Darkness. And then Diamond and Pearl with Battle Revolution and My Pokemon Ranch. I still want to find a copy of Battle Revolution. That game looks so cool. Oh, got a headache coming on. Got Battle Revolution, it's interesting. I know you can, like, shiny hunt the costumes in that game, which is wild. Very hard game if you don't transfer a team over and stick to rentals. That's how most of, like, the home battle games are. Like, Stadium and Stadium 2 are basically impossible without rental or without transferring. I'm pretty sure Stadium 2 is difficult even with your transfers if you don't have the right items. Like a Miracle Berry, I think, is one of them. I watched a video the other day that was like, Tamahiro posted the video about all of the different Pokemon pedometers, and apparently, like, the Pikachu Pocket 2 you could get items to transfer to gold and silver, and there were like some pretty rare ones you could get. That were like required for completing Stadium 2. I think I got recommended that video but never watched it. It's a really good video. I really like her videos. But I was like an OG Tamahiro fan back in like 2010. So good stuff. I would like to try the Heart Gold Soul Silver Walker thing. If you can, I would highly recommend importing one from Japan because they are significantly cheaper and in much better condition. Like, in the US, like a loose Pokewalker is like $50, and apparently you can get one for like $10 on like some Japanese import sites. And they're all compatible, so. I had a Pokewalker when the games first came out. It was super cool. I liked it a lot. And if you transferred the Jirachi up from your 3rd gen games, or if you did like a 4th gen Jirachi event, couldn't find one at a reasonable price here. Yeah. Best bet might be to import one from Japan. But if you import a Jirachi into your game, or get one from like an event, or now just use a DNS exploit to get one, there's like a secret path you can unlock in the Pokewalker if you use the Jirachi as your partner Pokemon, which I thought was really cool. Ooh, excuse me. I am really tired. Retro game collecting is kind of bad now in the West anyway. Yeah, it's brutal. I'm a, if you can't tell from my background, I'm a retro game collector, and I've low-key been priced out of the hobby. At least any like meaningful things, you know? Like, you can still find deals every once in a while, but it do be rough out there. I generally go for like weirder, wacky stuff people aren't really interested in at this point. Prices are just unfair. People hoarding things, jacking up the prices on their eBay store. Yeah, it's rough. But people started making YouTube videos about how much money they were making flipping retro games. And then everyone started doing it. And then COVID hit. And COVID was really bad for retro game prices. I remember at one point in 2020, like a used Wii was like $300. Used to be cheap as a hobby, really. Yeah, I remember getting like, I went to a garage sale as a kid, and I got a NES and a Super Nintendo and like 20 games for $5. Nobody was interested in old junk, yeah. But now look at me. I'm 25 years old with expendable income sometimes. I have a 300-pound 25-year-old TV in my basement that is used primarily as a decoration. like 90% of the time that it's on is as a background in my stream. I do like playing games on it though, and hopefully one day I will get some of the old light gun games. That's the main reason I got it, was to play light gun games. And because PlayStation 2 looks really nice on it. But is there a way for me to like zoom camera? Let's see here. I'm gonna try something funky here. Video, camera, streaming, zoom. Just want to zoom in. There we go. You can kind of see some of this stuff back there. I got my GameCube, my Super Famicom games, my Donkey Kong bongos, my Super Famicom, my boxed Super Famicom, Mario RPG. My OG PlayStation VR, because I'm too poor to buy the new one. The new one seems to get 0 support though, so I don't know. Remember when those bongos came out, my friend had them? I love my Donkey Kong bongos. Also, my sister, who is not a gamer in the slightest, like her favorite game to play is Donkey Kong Jungle Beat on the GameCube. Or Guitar Hero. If she comes over and she wants to play a game, it's one of those two. It's, can we play Guitar Hero? Can I play bongos? So I think I got about another half hour in me, guys. That'll be another 3-hour stream. So that does mean we still probably have close to 200 encounters, so definitely not out of the woods yet. Come on. There we go. We're working on it. Joop bap boot up. Zibby doobie up boot. Come on. There we go. I was hoping it was going to be like a double Pokemon because the frames were synced up. And I enjoy that. It's the little things while you're hunting, you know? We ran out of the grass. Wasting steps. Come on. Come on now. There we go. Safari game's over. Let me back in. You know how this goes, lady. I'm not leaving. Yo, we're at 4-4, 4-4. 2 shinies in a week is pretty good. Looked at some other streams and they haven't caught anything? Gosh, dang. That's no fun. That is no fun. Honestly, I don't know how good my resolve would have been if I hadn't found anything to this point, you know? Guess that's the way it goes with random chance, I guess. Yeah, I suppose. We were saying last night, sometimes the zone giveth, and sometimes the zone taketh away. So, you never know quite what you're gonna get. My pal Psyduck here has not helped me out so much, as I thought he would. He's so firm. He's packed with, like beads or something, I think. I can't tell. I love him, though. He's great. I want him at a carnival. I've seen people with a decent amount. They had a setup with loads of systems. Yeah, I'm seeing people with like 5 or 6 times setups, you know? Life-size Psyduck. He's close. I think he's like half size. But I think he's like a foot tall. No, I want him. You know those like carnival games where it has like the clown face with all the teeth and you have to like throw balls at the teeth to knock them down? It was one of those. This Safari game's up now. No, let me in! Let me in! Okay. Just vibing. Hey, buddy. You completely rolled off of your bed. My dog's being a goofy goober. Oh, we're about to hit 500 over odds. Almost a 400 over. Ended up on an odd number. I did when the we cycled through the zones. So we'll get her back. We'll just do a little boop. Little single one. Ba-da-bo. Yanma, please. Go tell your blue homie. The YouTuber 64. Welcome in. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. We are still on the hunt. Yanma would be a good one. Yanma's such a cool shiny. Excuse me. $44.90. Almost 4,500. Very close. Oh my gosh. One more. There we go. Excuse me. This Baja ain't blasting like I need it to be. You know? All we need is one encounter. That's how it is. It could be any of them. Double Meryl? Interesting. Haven't seen that in a while. I'd take another Meryl. I'd be fine with that. Could be this next one. It could be this one right here. Is it? No. Never mind, it wasn't. Well, I appreciate you trying. Been resting my elbow on the corner of my desk for like a week doing these hunts, and my elbow's starting to be sore. Trying to find a more comfortable position for it. Yo, the 1% B-doof? Excuse me. Funny how they made the most common Pokemon the rarest here. Yeah, I always thought that that was funny. It's the 1% encounters in the Safari Zone are Bidoof and Azurill. Hmm. 1% Safari encounters or something else. They are, man. I can't imagine. I think, is it Dragonair that's a 1% encounter in Heart Gold, Soul Silver? Yeah. I don't... I can't remember if someone got it last year, but I know at the beginning of last year, there had literally never been a documented encounter, like documented capture of a shiny Safari Dragonair. But people go for it every year. And to them I say, good luck. There's a 5% chance of it carrying a Dragon Fang too. Interesting. I know the odds of it fleeing are like astronomical. Ooh. Ooh. Come on. There we go. What do you think, Psyduck? Do you think we're gonna find something today? He's unsure. Stunned silence is what he gave me. Gotta spray paint him blue. Hit him with some of that Rit dye. Honestly, it seems like that's what they did with the like actual shiny sprite. Because even his like white eyes are a little blue. But his bill's blue. He's blue. The only thing that's not blue on him is his little hair tufts. Keep seeing a bug fly around here. Driving me crazy. Boo, boo. Ooh. Come on, games. Give me a little something, something, please. I'm not asking for much. My requests aren't crazy. Okay. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on now. Come on now. Hey, it's your buddy over there. Tell him to send a blue one out, please. Still very confused. That's not what I meant, Psyduck. I meant a blue one of you guys. Not just like a blue guy. Oh, excuse me. Right. We're officially 500 encounters over odds. And at 4,600. Well, I don't count my encounters because I would go insane probably. I normally don't, but since I had the 2 games set up, I decided that I might as well. Also, if I do like a wrap-up video at all, having like the total number like for the stats, so I can be like, this is how long I hunted for. These are the amount of encounters we got, and then like the average of like encounters per shiny. On like my regular Sunday streams, I don't. Especially if I'm doing like Scarlet and Violet hunting or something, that's just impossible. Unless you have like a foot pedal, you can like tap your foot for all of the encounters. Remember spending months resetting in front of Sudowoodo? I dread to think of the encounter number. Yeah, sometimes the encounter numbers can get brutal. I counted for my Totodile. I don't remember the exact number, but it was like 80,000. Took me 2 years. Okay, that Safari game's over. Alright, game on the right. Or game on the left. Take us home. Alright. We're at 4,620. We're gonna do one more. One more. This is our bonus encounter. Nada. Alright, that's day 9. Oh, day 9 in the books. Nada. 0. That's okay, though. We got one more day. Pika Blue. We got one more day in front of us, so there's still hope yet. Take this over here. Alright, folks. I appreciate everyone hanging out with me today. We will be back tomorrow. Excited for that. That's what everyone used to call Meryl. Oh yeah, with the Poke Gods. But yeah, I appreciate everyone hanging out with me today. It's been a load of fun. I can't wait for tomorrow. Hopefully we get something good tomorrow. I don't know what time specifically I'm streaming yet, but I'm hoping to get some encounters in, some real stuff. Because at this point we need a 2-for-1 kind of day. For me to really feel good about this week. Well, that's just how Safari Week goes, you know? You never know how everything's gonna shake out. But yeah, other than that, I hope to catch everyone tomorrow. See you then. So long for now. Goodbye.